until the chips are down. I'm wondering sometimes, really, how often in the week do you pray and God not say, who is she? I wonder how much do you get on God's good side where he doesn't have to say, where you been? I wonder, do most of us pray only until we need God rather to need him and pray? Lord, I'm trying to get this thing on. Do we use God like the donut tie in our car when we get on the flat tie? As long as I just need, I'm all by myself. As long as things are well, got a little money in the bank, my health is good, got a few friends, everything going the way, got a job, house in order, driving pretty decent, and I really don't need to be bothered with a God. But when the car is on the bricks, when the money is low, friends done left you, house is in foreclosure, car is about to be repoed, then you come in here waving your weed, falling on the floor, kicking and hollering, talking about, I need you. But I dare you, text some of these people and tell them, don't pray when you need it, but pray because it's for heaven. Take somebody real quick and ask them, neighbor, have you talked to God lately? I hear some of y'all saying, I'm too busy, I'm too busy. Every time you turn around, you got an excuse for not giving what God is doing here. Every time you turn around, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But I'm here to tell you, if you learn how to give God what's due here, he'll remember you. Let me tell somebody something. You can't make it on other folks' crowd. You need to have a relationship with God for yourself. See what we do? We let our lives get so cluttered that we simply don't take time to pray. But if a man is too busy to pray, he's too busy for his own good. I come to tell somebody, you don't have to wait for a structured prayer. You don't have to wait for a structured praise or fasting. But every now and then, you need to say to the Lord, Lord, I thank God for pastor, thank God for corporate, but Lord, it's not my brother, it's not my sister, it's not my mother, it's not my father, but it's me, standing in the middle of prayer. I dare you to house out two or three people and tell them, you ought to pray, pray. Tell somebody real quick and tell them, it's praying time. Woo. I felt something now. Hallelujah. See, Hezekiah didn't wait to pray because he was already draped in prayer. So it was easy for him when he got in trouble. All he had to do was go to God in prayer. Watch this, watch this. I see the occasion. I see the content. But I'm going to tell y'all one last thing. And I'm coming home. The final thing that I see the answer answer to the king's prayer. We read in verses 4 and 5, and he said, and it came to pass. Somebody say, it came to pass. He said, it came to pass afore Isaiah was gone out into the middle court. Listen to this now. That the word of the Lord. Now watch this now.
All right. Come on. All right now.
Now was it the same word?
Yeah.
That told him to go tell Hezekiah to set your house in order. Now watch this, y'all. Watch this. It's now becoming the same word. Yes. That's going to tell Hezekiah. To go back.
All right now.
Say and turn again. And tell Hezekiah, captain of my people, thus said the Lord, the God of David, thy father. Somebody say, I'm in the sea. I have heard thy prayer. I have seen your tears, and behold, I will heal thee. On the third day, thou shalt go up unto the house of the Lord. Now, friends, of course, it isn't always, hear me now, God's will to heal. Even when an individual prays fervently, with a clean heart, with tears, and with a right motive. Hear me now. God is sovereign. And for reasons that are beyond us, he heals some, and others he does not heal. I say, I don't want y'all leaving out of here getting mad if God didn't answer your prayer. Because you got to understand, sometimes God will heal on this side. Y'all don't want no real people. And sometimes he saves others. But for the other side, do I have a good church? Or do I have a teaching church? They need to understand that just because he didn't always heal mom. Somebody may say, but he died, she died, or it died. But didn't mean that God didn't have your heart's interest. It just simply said that God sometimes can do what he wants to do. If he chooses to do it on this side, he's still God. But if he decides to take him on to the other side, he's still on. Just somebody say, he's still a healer. He's still a healer. In this case, his will to heal. In verse 6, he said, I will add until thy days 15 years. Notice in that same verse, church, indeed in the same sentence, God went on to say, and I will deliver thee and this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria. And I will defend this city for mine own sake. Y'all ought to be happy right there. And for my servant David's sake. In this case, not only was it God's will to heal, but God also chose to give Hezekiah a miraculous sign to bolster his faith. That miraculous sign the shadow to go down 10 degrees. Nay, but let the shadow return backward 10 degrees. And Isaiah, the prophet, cried unto the Lord, and he brought the shadow 10 degrees backward, by which it had gone down in the dial of Ahaz. Well, God stopped the rotation of the earth for a little while, or took some other approach. We simply do not know. But we do know that God personally intervenes so that on this occasion, nature's course was temporarily altered. Can I tell somebody today that God has a way? That when you got your hand in his hand, he has a way of turning some things around. Do y'all mind for a few minutes? Let me call the Lord. Throughout history, God has suspended natural law or circumvented it when it suited his purpose to do so. There was the opening up of the Red Sea. There was the miraculous dividing of water of the Jordan River. Often Jesus performed miracles in the realm of nature, in the realm of nature, such as suddenly come in the storm of the Sea of Galilee. Jesus said in Mark 9:23, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. If God can allow between 4 million and 6 million people to cross over a Red Sea, watch this, not even counting non-Israelites. The Red Sea is very deep. The average depth is 1,610 feet deep, but the maximum depth is 7,254 feet deep. It is 1,400 miles long and 221 miles wide. But the Red Sea must be understood located between Africa and Asia and has an average depth of about 1,611 feet, and at its deepest point is about 7,254 feet wide. But watch this, when Moses on that day stretched out his rod and called on the name of God, God came down an east wind, blew that Red Sea open so that theologians said that the bottom floor became iced over, allowing the children of Israel to cross over onto the